Well, if you go on the road, shoot 36, 37% and win by 15, that means you did a lot of good things, except for making shots. Our guys were very, very active on the boards, 20 offensive rebounds. I thought Aziz was the catalyst for the night, patrolling the paint, controlling the paint, scoring, rebounding. Man, he did a lot out there, and I thought we had another great defensive performance as a team, but also Scott Suggs guarded Alan Craft for the most part and did a phenomenal job, as the rest of our guys. Their two guards, Cobb and Craft, combined for 18 points, and that's how we were able to get us a victory.
It seemed as if you guys have just gone back to the way Washington used to play defense, sort of back in the day. Yes, no?
Forgive me for repeating myself, but we have our guys back. And when you have a short, like they are missing a couple players. Now the guys that they're missing don't average very many points, but they allows you to rest people. Like we played them last year. We played them without Scott and CJ. You don't have your personnel with us the way we try to defend. It's just hard for guys to do that the entire time. And now that we have healthy bodies in, we're playing more like the way we want to play defensively.
And we're always asking you to sort of rank this, each effort, but to hold a team to 47 points now, where does tonight's effort rank?
It's, for this year, I mean, it's right up there at the top, because I thought we defended for longer periods of time tonight. I thought we let up at times at Washington State, although overall it was a good defensive performance. Tonight I thought we sustained defense throughout most of the game. If we didn't, it could have been a different outcome. So it was right up there at the top.
What leads to the offensive rebounding that you guys have? What is it? A matter of effort or what?
Oh, I think our guys were just active tonight. Just active. And anytime you get a lot of offensive rebounds, it's effort. But our guys were relentless, so there wasn't just one guy. I mean, C.J. Wilcox had 5 offensive rebounds. So it wasn't just Aziz. It was multiple guys going to the glass.
Is it contagious when guys start doing that? Or?
Yeah. It's contagious the other way, too.
What was Scott doing so well? Was he just able to get through a lot of the singles and doubles that they set for Crab?
I thought he was moving his feet extremely quickly and getting all around the screens, picking the angles so that he couldn't get screened. And then he was there. He has the length that was able to get up there and contest his shots. But again, as we told our team, it wasn't Scott that was just going to guard him. We had to guard him as a team. And the other 4 guys that were out there were aware of where he was and paid close attention.
Was there a benefit to having 2 guys on your team who kind of have similar styles to Crab, and you have to practice against those curls over and over again?
Yeah, I think that helps. I mean, you understand that mentality. Scott was on him. CJ guarded him for a bit. Andrew guarded him for a bit. We try to keep fresh guys on him for the most part.
Did your guys show you something because they got the big lead, but they didn't give it back, really?
No, there was the last 2 minutes of the first half. I didn't like the way we handled ourselves on the offensive end, but we continued to guard, so it didn't hurt us at all. But I thought, again, with the lead, I thought, man, we still ran offense and got good shots and played within ourselves.
You mentioned last week, Lorenzo, how you didn't want these guys getting too comfortable. You thought maybe they were getting too comfortable. What are those 2 early games come out and dominate and start showing these 2?
I think it's really helped us with helped our confidence, but I think it's also showed us, I don't care what we do, we have to guard. And if we guard, good things will happen, and I think we're buying into that. And that is now becoming an identity. It was not an identity earlier. But now, again, we have all of our players, and we're able to get guys in and out, give some guys rest, and we're able to do that collectively as a group for longer periods of time.
What upset you so much about Andrew on the break, and then how pleased were you to see that he comes back in and hits a 3 after that?
Andrew is very fiery and intense, and that's just us growing together. That's what that is. It's growing together. And sometimes you're so intense, someone can say something to you and you can snap it down because you're so into it. That's all that is. Well, we have to grow together, and as a point guard, a basketball player, you have to maintain your composure. That's all that is. So we're just working together, learning how to maintain his composure. That's all.
After that wild.
But he's not a wild man with a temper that's going crazy. It's just he's so intense. You have to channel it the right way. That's all.
So that was a time score instance for him that you would like to see him do something different than what he did?
Yeah, he threw the ball over the back.
Yeah.
So you got it.
Better off pulling that out maybe there?
Or don't throw it over the back. But again, he's aggressive. He gets to the basket, so we give him the freedom to go. But you got to make sure your team gets a shot at the basket all the time. It's the other thing. We only turned it over 6 times, and that's probably.
What did you tell him when I saw you put over to him back from the action and talk to him after the
No, just growing. Yeah, just growing together.
But
He knows.
But you made it a point to put him right back.
Oh yeah, because it was nothing done maliciously. But again, you have to maintain your composure.
And it seemed as if you got some good minutes out of Jannard Giroux.
Jannard came in and did a phenomenal job. He came in and played with energy. He really did a nice job. If he would have able to finish a couple more, he could have scored more points. But he played defense. He was in the right spots on defense. He wasn't just functional. He helped us when he was in there. It's good to see.
The vibe and the energy, how much has it changed just in 2 weeks? What's conference play still? The feel you have around the team with these guys?
I say it changed before that. I keep saying the UConn game. The UConn game, it was different. And then from there point on, UConn game was after Christmas. Sometimes you go after Christmas break. Sometimes you go home and reflect and you realize, oh, we're not doing this right. You know, and again, our guys came back and we're all back together. I just think it's kind of lifted our spirits a little bit and we've been able to come together more.
Is this anything like the team that lost to Albany?
Oh, not this team. No, I take that back. Albany, we had some guys out. So I think we're better than we were then in a lot of areas. I think we're better offensively, but we had guys out in that game. So if those same guys don't play tonight, it might be a different story.
I gotta take you back.